Hi Gemini, welcome to your April reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support. I hope that you're having an amazing day. We're going to see what messages may come through for you for the month of April, see what you need to look out for, overall what you can expect, what the vibes might be like. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below. And yeah, Gemini, let's get into this. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you for Gemini placements. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going on for Gemini in the month of April? Show me clearly. Any messages for Gemini in April 2024? What's going on for Gemini for the month of April 2024? All right. We have the Mirror coming out. What's going on for Gemini in the month of April? Yin and Yang. Sag had that card show up at the bottom of the deck. We have Magic Mushroom at the bottom. Ooh. Okay, let's talk about this. So the first one, which is number 26, the Mirror, self-reflection, writer, bigger picture. And then in this picture, I'm going to show you. She's holding this book. It says, did you forget all you had to go through to be you? Self-reflection, writer, bigger picture. Big picture, the Mirror. There is a big picture that's starting to unfold, starting to make sense. Things are starting to click. The story that you've been going through, the story that's been unfolding, the story that's currently playing out in your life, in your relationships, in your job, in your own inner world, right? It's all starting to come together. This is a time, we're in eclipse season, we're also in Mercury retrograde vibes. Mercury goes retrograde on the 1st of April. But this is a time where energy's running high. There's a lot to reflect on. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot that you're going to want to kind of slow down and observe. There's a lot of self-reflection here, self-acceptance, and self-love. There is a lot that you are learning to appreciate and accept within yourself that maybe took a long time for you to get or reach this place. But everything's just coming together. Everything's just flowing. Everything's just like, there's just comfort. I don't know. It feels like, let me look at this again. There's just like this natural flow. You're chilling. You're comfortable. You're sitting comfortably in April. You're trusting the flow, you're trusting your direction, you're trusting the rhythm, you're trusting the process. I am in divine flow and move in alignment, yin and yang, unity, balanced energy, and manifestation. You know your manifestations are coming. You know you're on the right track. You know everything that you want is there. It's capable, it's happening, it's unfolding. Every single day that goes by, you're getting closer and closer. There's just this nice balance. And of course, the moon and the sun, we're in eclipse season. So get ready, because this is a very poignant time where big things, big shifts are about to take place. So the best thing you can do during this time, Gemini, is for you to remain open. This is at the bottom of the deck. So it's magic mushroom, miracles, fairy energy, and opening up. Stay open to the good and beautiful things. Magic mushrooms, maybe somebody's not messing around, but maybe somebody's experimenting. Curious about that. Stay safe, y'all. That's you. I hope you have a safe session. But yeah, so there's something you are really opening yourself up to. Oh, for those that are doing that, comment down below if you want. But, you might even be looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing some interesting things. Lot of self-reflection going on here. You're going to be seeing things you didn't see before. Or the way that you're looking at life, looking at yourself, you'll be seeing in a completely different perspective. Let's see. I'm going to pull you some Moonology cards as well. See how this eclipse energy is affecting you. What might be coming up during this time. Anything that you may need to release, or any new doors that you could be walking through. For Gemini placements. We have a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Funny, because when this reading is up, we just had that eclipse, that full moon eclipse in Libra. This is connected to the solar eclipse. 6 months from now, when we're in eclipse season again, you'll want to look back at what was going on. End of March, April. End of March to April, this is going to be connecting to the events that are playing out over the next 6 months. And some of you are beginning a new cycle when it comes to your romantic relationships or when it comes to your connections with other people. New beginning. Oh, okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else. Definitely relationships and partnerships and contracts with dealings with other people. Okay, even if it's not love, Libra is the 7th house, so that is all to do with your dealings with other people. And we also have new moon in Scorpio, seriously, and we have the full moon in Scorpio end of April, and that's going to be connected to Scorpio season later on, second half of 2024. So this is really, and the readings that I've done today so far, every single reading when I pulled the Moonology deck, it's been connected to the later months, second half of 2024. And I'm saying that, like, this eclipse season, it's giving us a heads up, giving us a snapshot of what the next 6 months are looking like for us. For you, Gemini, you have new doors, new beginnings, new cycles to work through and overcome fears, limiting beliefs, things that have been holding you back. I'm seeing that you are wiping the slate clean and you're walking straight into newness. You're clearing debt. Maybe it's financial debt. Maybe it's just karmic debt. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I know it's tax season. All that crap is being brought up. Money, other people's money, your resources, things like that, right? Attachments, contracts. We already talked about that. Partnerships. Yeah, we already kind of talked about that. And at the bottom, we have an end of a tough cycle approaches. So I love that for you. Let's see, underneath that, step out of your comfort zone. So you are being guided towards taking some sort of risk, taking some sort of jump, taking some sort of leap, or, you know, really getting out of your comfort zone. By you jumping out of your comfort zone, it is helping you break away from some sort of challenging cycle or some sort of situation that has been very fucking difficult. You setting yourself free, okay? Let's see how you're feeling about all this, right? You got new energy. The end of a tough cycle is near. How is Gemini feeling about all this energy? There's things that are finally balancing out for you. But how is Gemini feeling in the month of April? Let's see. How does Gemini placements feel in the month of April 2024? How are my Gemini placements feeling? Well, that was fast. What do we got? The octopus, the vulture. Let's get one more. Okay. Starfish and the cobra. Oh, wow. Considering you got all this new energy coming in, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Kind of similar energy that came through for Sag, but just with the animal cards, they're really expressing it for you. We have the octopus. You're in your head. In the month of April, and okay, yeah, it makes sense. Mercury, your ruler, it's retrograde, so your thoughts might not be crystal clear. It might be a little bit blurry, it might be a little bit fuzzy, but with this octopus, you might be feeling a lot of different emotions. You're feeling excited, you're feeling nervous, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling pumped up, you're feeling like a little scared, kind of tired, kind of want to take a break, kind of want to rest, kind of want to just hit the snooze button, like, you know, like you're feeling all types of ways. People might be kind of bombarding you at this time, and it's really important that you are firm with your boundaries and you know when to say no and stand up for yourself. And the vulture, I mean, there is some endings that you might be going through, cycles that are closing out, that are out of your control, and the best thing for you is to just step out of the way, move out of the way, and just let the universe take the wheel and let the rotten fruit fall, is what they say, you know? Just making space, right? There's a lot of making space, and it's teaching you a lot about yourself, that's for sure. With the cobra, there's a lot of shedding of dead skin, old ways, old beliefs, old like version of yourself that you no longer resonate with, that you no longer identify with. With this cobra, there are learning experiences that you are going through, and then also you are showing other people. You know, going back to the mirror, there are relationships that you're dealing with that are mirroring parts or aspects of you, the good and the bad parts of yourself, all of the parts within yourself, but there are different relationships mirroring different parts of you, okay? Your best friend is going to mirror the best qualities within you. Your biggest enemy, your biggest hater is going to be mirroring the more shadowy, negative parts within you that you see in yourself. Like, there's going to be a lot of mirroring going on in your connections, whether it's your bestie or your enemy. Like, there's a lot of, like, lots to learn, lots to decompress, lots to unpack. And, you know, this could be a time with the starfish where insecurities are kind of getting a little bit up there, kind of reaching a peak, kind of feeling vulnerable, kind of feeling exposed, kind of feeling like, oh my God, like, is it that bad? Am I that bad? Or, oh my God, like, I got a lot of work to do, like, shit. But don't beat yourself up over it. And a lot of these things that you see as bad or negative aren't as bad as you think it is. Or, like, even when it comes to yourself and this whole, like, self-reflection, mirroring going on, and you're like, oh my God, am I that horrible of a person? Like, no, you're not. Like, you're not. And if you were a horrible person, you wouldn't be worrying about if you're a horrible person. Horrible people don't worry about whether or not they're good or bad. Like, so the fact that you're even, like, considering, like, oh my God, like, did I make a big mistake? Am I an asshole for that? Like, shows self-awareness, because most assholes don't have that self-awareness. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. Like, you're probably in the good books. Like, obviously, you got things you got to work through. That's cool. You got things you got to improve. That's all good. Like, and you're a work in progress. You're going to be always. You are the best project to work on. Is the best investment to work on. So, I see you are working through some of these triggers and insecurities, and you're getting more confident in yourself, and you're doing a lot of, like, acceptance, love, reflection. It's deep stuff. Like, a lot of deep stuff you're going through. Okay. A lot of inner work, a lot of reflection, a lot of shadow work, and especially in your relationship, showing up again with the swan and the fox, all right? They're reflecting parts within you that need acknowledgement. All the connection to everything and everybody. All right, let's move on to the tarot. We spent enough time on the oracle cards. But yeah, so I guess with all this, like, mirroring going on, and even these new romantic cycles, new connections, new relationships, working through your fears, it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little uncomfortable, right? The new moon eclipse in Aries on the 8th of April might be hitting you hard, especially if you got any Aries placements or Libra placements. You're definitely feeling that energy. It could be a little intense, but it's so that you can create greatness with it. 6 months from now, you will be in a better position, a position of power, love, consistency, abundance, just good stuff, okay? So let's get into this. Let's see what April has in store for Gemini placements. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going on for my Geminis in April 2024? What's going on for Gemini in the month of April 2024? Two of Cups is your first card out. We also have the Phoenix, Judgment at the bottom, but I'm just going to pull like 6 cards, just kind of see what the vibes are like for April, and then I'll talk about it. But yeah, show me clearly. What do we got? Ace of Wands. 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands. What's going on for Gemini in the month of April 2024? 10 of Cups. Booyah! Okay. What's going on? Page of Cups. Nice, nice. Give me 2 more for Gemini. Second half of... Oh, wait. I was going to say second half of April, so perhaps the last 2 cards might be when we enter Taurus season. Just catching that. What's going on for Gemini in April? We have the World. Okay. 1 more for Gemini in April. They gave me 2. 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So I just got to point this out, that these 2 cards, so an expected wish fulfillment coming true. You've been planning, preparing, expecting this. It fell on top of the 2 of Cups, okay? Just so you know. We'll talk about that. Bottom of the deck. We'll get to that. I'm not even going to bother look at it just yet. Let's just discuss this right now, okay? So April, like I had mentioned quite a few times in this reading, your relationships are on the forefront. All types of relationships, romantic, business, platonic, family, friendship, all types of relationships are being brought up here, okay? And so Two of Cups, that is a very harmonious, balanced, receptive, reciprocal, respectful. Why are we using all these R words? This is a nice energy between two people. There's this exchange of energy and you both have the same desire. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. You're on the same page. You're feeling the spark. You're feeling the chemistry. You guys are just bouncing off one another. Conversations hitting. Conversations flowing. There's a spark. There's chemistry. If this is love, it's there, especially physical attraction, sexual attraction, all of it ticks all the boxes, 10 out of 10. This is the friendship. It's just like all that you want is there. And there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of passion when it comes to thinking about the future, talking about the future, making future plans. 10 of Cups. There's love, there's safety here, there's comfort, there's support. You can be your most authentic self around one another. This is real. This is genuine. So that makes sense why you're like, holy fuck, this is scary. This is scary, especially because, you know, let's be real here. You've gone through some pretty challenging stuff. You've gone through some pretty painful stuff. You've gone through a lot of loss. Recent past, your whole life. I don't know how old you are, but you've gone through some shit. And you have a past, and you got some baggage. Maybe you worked through it, maybe you haven't. Depends on where you're at in your journey. You know, there's always layers and layers and layers and layers. Like, it doesn't stop. Healing doesn't stop. It's just ongoing. But so let's just say maybe the last relationship, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be romantic, but just where you have those fears and those doubts or those insecurities probably stemming from some sort of relationships in your past, even if it was your childhood, right? But so because of that, the next relationship that you head into, where it requires you to be vulnerable, to open up, to share parts of yourself that you wouldn't normally share with just anybody, it can be the most challenging, right? Because you're not used to that unconditional love. You maybe were used to a love where there were conditions placed on you, or certain expectations where if you didn't meet them, there would be a consequence. There would be some form of punishment, or, you know, whatever the fuck, right? We can go on and on and on, but I think you get the gist. And so now that you have something really good, really, really beautiful, freaking amazing, so freaking great, it is obviously scaring you. And so that's why New Moon Scorpio work through your fears, right? There's a lot of self-reflection here taking place, and this connection, or connections, could be more than one, but this connection is helping you work through those shadows, the things, the qualities that you don't like about yourself, the imperfections, the flaws. It's helping you work through that and also accept yourself and love yourself with those flaws, with those imperfections, that you are lovable even as you are right here, right now. And you don't have to be perfect to be loved, appreciated, and supported. You deserve that. Who you are, all your flaws and imperfections, you deserve that regardless. And you have that. And there is someone that is honoring that and accepting you for who you are, and loves all the parts of you that maybe you have difficulty accepting. And so, anyways, it's a lot. I mean, you guys, like, this is beautiful. This is some beautiful stuff. It really, truly is. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, like, you feel safe enough to let down your walls and speak from your heart and just be soft and vulnerable. And, like, you can let more of, just like your inner child feels safe. Your inner child feels safe and comfy, and, like, you can be just, like, silly and goofy and be accepted and not judged for yourself or how you choose to express yourself. Like, this is just so beautiful. Like, I have nothing else to say to that. It's genuine, it's loving, it's sweet. Like, I see heart-to-heart conversations. Like, your inner child is dancing, right? You and whoever you're connecting with, both you and your inner child, your inner children, are feeling so free. So freaking free. Free to be as you are. And yeah, so there's a cycle closing with the world. There is this huge shift, this huge chapter closing out. And, well, I don't really have a whole lot to add to that. Page of Cups and the world. I mean, maybe you're getting closure. Maybe there's opportunities for you to get closure. Maybe having some final conversations with a few people that maybe you're clearing out or removing yourself from, or, you know, I'm seeing that there could be some farewells, maybe there's some farewells, or saying goodbye, like a final goodbye to a specific chapter, a specific person, place, thing, okay? But then the next thing is we have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is you've been waiting, you've been putting in the work, you planted the seeds, you've watered those seeds, you've weeded, you've done your work for your garden so that you can harvest. And obviously, there's still some more work to be done, but honestly, not really. Not really. This is more, I feel like you're in this harvest season, even though spring has just begun. But you are harvesting the efforts of, my words are backwards. You're harvesting the rewards of your efforts here. April is the month where you are reaping all the blessings and rewards and abundance for all the work that you've done. And it wasn't easy, and it was a long time coming, and like it was probably months, years in the making. But damn, isn't it just so good? It's so good. Feels very nourishing. You're happy with yourself on a personal level. You're reaching this like acceptance within yourself, this self-acceptance, this self-love, this like, it's just so great. Okay, and so at the bottom we have the Two of Swords. So there's a decision or crossroad, or you got some choices to make. Underneath that we have Strength and the Death card. So it seems like whatever you're choosing, it does create a big chain reaction. It does create a lot of change. And let's keep going. Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords. 7-7, something about July or maybe April 7th might be important. Something about the number 7 might be important. Hell, I don't know. But Seven of Wands and Seven of Cups with the Queen of Swords. This is where you need to be discerning with what you want, your boundaries, your standards, what your intentions are. Yeah. What are your intentions? What are you fighting for? This is where I also see you're kind of like leaning into, I gotta protect myself. I gotta look out for myself, because you never really know. Anything could happen. Anyone could switch up. You never really know. So always keep one eye peeled. Always sleep with one eye open. Like, like that's what it feels like. Okay. But maybe that's what you're choosing, to no longer live in that storyline. Like you're choosing, like, no, you know what? This is safe. I don't have to always be on guard. I don't always have to feel like I gotta always look over my shoulder. Like I am actively choosing to no longer continue down that road. Like maybe that's what this is saying. I see it that way. Like it is saying that. It definitely is. Yeah, there's some demands that you have that, or like standards that you got. Emperor, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. Yeah, literally, wow, this is just so straightforward. Emperor, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups reverse. What you taking a stand. Here we have Aries energy, stepping into your authority, stepping into your just like high standards, right? And so this is where you are no longer entertaining things that leave you feeling depleted, unhappy, unsupported, unlovable, underappreciated. Like the Three of Cups reverse talks about disappointment, sadness, feeling like you don't belong, feeling rejected, feeling like just miserable, especially dealing with people that aren't good for you. Eight of Cups, you're choosing to move away from that. You're choosing to move on from that. You're choosing to move towards something better, even emotionally getting over something, if it's something internally, if you're getting over some sort of like, I don't know, depression or inner struggles or emotionally challenging times. I see that you're healing from that. I see that you're finally like pulling yourself out of this yucky vibe, right? Wheel of Fortune underneath that. Yeah, literally. some changes that you've been going through all on your own, that you've been keeping to yourself, that you've been hiding from other people. Your own demons that you've been fighting in silence. I'm seeing that's something that you are really putting space away from. There's a lot. Like, oh my god, there's a lot that's going on. You got a lot going on, Gemini, but it's powerful. It really is. Okay, so what could we clarify here? I don't really think we need to clarify anything about this cycle ending. I feel like we kind of said it all that needs to be said. It's dead. It's dead now. Okay. So I think the only thing that really is worth looking into is like this Ace of Wands, this new cycle, this new start, most likely between you and this person, that's going to lead to a really happy home, happy life, happy, joy, great times ahead of you and this person. So let's just see what that Ace of Wands is all about. Tell me what the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Look, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. Like, I've been waiting. I've been expecting for this. Okay. Let's see. Ace of Wands for Gemini in the month of April 2024. Ace of Wands for Gemini. Show me clearly. Eight of Swords. See, so that's where that fear is creeping on in, that we were saying before. Those triggers, those fears, those worries, those doubts. Why? Because Five of Cups. You just don't want to get hurt. You're being extra cautious and you're being a little guarded. But look, at the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. Underneath the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. I think this is safe, y'all, but let's see. Okay. So I see what could hold you back is just like your fear of being hurt or disappointed, or, you know, the past repeating itself. Let's see. Ace of Wands. Can you tell us what this Ace of Wands is all about? Wheel of Fortune. This is different. This is different. This is so freaking different than your past and what you've gone through, what you went through. This is so much better. Sorry, excuse me. Ace of Wands for... I just heard Pisces. I just heard Scorpio. Maybe you're dealing with one of those signs. Let's see. Eight of Wands. Tell me this Ace of Wands. Five of Wands. With the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to want to... Oh, okay. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands at the bottom, and the Moon. Okay. So, this new beginning, it's going to be drastic. You actually have multiple things coming in. Eight of Wands is indicating that you have many manifestations taking off, coming to fruition, falling into your lap, taking place in a short amount of time. Multiple, okay? So you're probably feeling a little overwhelmed, going back to that octopus energy. You got a lot to deal with, you got a lot to juggle, you guys got a lot going on, okay? You got a lot to juggle, a lot to deal with, you're busy too, you're super busy. But yeah, so there's gonna be the tendency to move or rush in fast, like really quickly. And that's where things could get a little messy, because we have the Five of Wands that came out after that, which kind of is now, this is blocking the flow. Going from, okay, straight shooter, Eight of Wands, direction, moving, easy flow, streamline, to then, oh, stop, start, like literally from the Eight of Wands, from the Eight of Wands to then the Five of Wands, where now there are hurdles, speed bumps, bumpy road. Like, you ever go on like just like a paved road, from a paved road to a rocky gravel road? Shit's bumpy, rocks are flying, hitting freaking the windows, like, and now you gotta slow down because you don't want to have a cracked windshield. So yeah, maybe we should look into that Five of Wands. But so at the bottom, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands. You're going to want to take it slow. As much as you want to rush right on in, it would probably be wise to take it one step at a time. And that could be your challenge here, because you want answers and you want to know now, and you want to see instant results. You want it all to happen overnight. Six of Wands, the Moon and Six of Wands. You want it instantly. But we're going to be in Mercury retrograde, April 1st to the 25th. This is the time where we got to slow our asses down. We got to take our time with our planning. We need to be intentional, especially Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. We need to be intentional with every single step we take, every action, every choice we make. We got to be intentional. All right, real quick, I know I got to wrap this reading up, but let me just see what this Five of Wands is about, because it does show that there's a bit of a challenge when it comes to these new beginnings. There's a little bit of a challenge, or a little bit of some tests, maybe is what we'll say. Yeah, tests. It feels a little bit like test vibes. Maybe this is where your fears creep on in, but this is preparation. Like, even when I show you this Five of Wands, because this Five of Wands in this deck, in the upright, they're actually just play fighting. Like, they're not at war with it. Let me show you up close and personal. Okay, you see, they're just having fun. They're just training. The reverse version, oh no, they're freaking screaming. They're at war with each other. So you get me? Like, this is just kind of like preparation, I feel. So it's not like doomsday. It's not like end of the world. But let's just see. There's a little bit of some challenges, but it's just like building up your strength, building up your resistance, your strength training, okay? Lifting some weights, you know? Building that muscle, building that strength, building your stamina. Let's just see. Tell me this Five of Wands. Because let's be real, if this is a new connection, if this is a new relationship, or if a current just developing, deepening, let's be real, there will be some challenges that you and this person have to face down the line one day, one way or another. Like, so there might be little things that come up, but it's to test you and whoever you're dealing with to just build the strength, build the bond, deepen this connection, and the trust, right? So Five of Wands. Oh, okay. Tower. Okay, this deck doesn't want to shuffle. We have the Tower coming up. So there's some shakeups. What about these shakeups? Three of Cups. It probably is positive. Okay, tell me about this Five of Wands. What are the challenges Gemini might be facing in this new cycle? Three of Cups reverse. Isn't that funny? It was upright and now it fell in the reverse. That was at the bottom and now it's all right. So you know what? There might be some little things that come up that set you off, that might mess up your mood. Ooh, family. Stuff to do with family, your home, maybe children, maybe a parent, maybe someone you live with. Matters like that, obligation, responsibilities, maybe even just stuff going on physically in your home, or something to do with, like, let's see, tell me about this Five of Wands. What kind of challenges are we talking about here? Arguments, maybe misunderstandings, maybe arguments over money. Okay, that's too many. No, that's too many. Tell me about this Five of Wands. Sun reverse. Okay, damn. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Seven of Swords, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords, Four of Cups. I'm just trying to get the full scope, y'all. This is where you're going to have to really lean into your strength and your confidence and self-belief. Okay, so basically you guys, I see like there will be some challenges that might test you a little bit with these new beginnings or with this new relationship or whatever, and it might be a little uncomfortable. It might not be, you know, you might not be too pleased, too happy with this. I don't know exactly what, and I don't have time. I literally got to wrap this reading up. I gotta go, guys. But regardless, I see like you will be strong. You'll overcome this. It won't actually be too bad. But fuck, I don't know what the Seven of Swords about. Seven of Swords. This is where you gotta show your growth. Okay, this is where now you have to demonstrate how far you've come. This is now where you have to walk your talk. Okay, so you have that cobra from earlier. You shed some old skin, yeah. So now let's really show what you know. So yeah, I do feel like there will be some tests that come up. There might be some tests, but it's not the end all be all. It's not like doomsday. It's not like the end of the world. It's really just to show and prepare you and like build up some of that strength, okay? That's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm sorry I couldn't look any more into it. We run out of time. I have to go, Gemini. Thank you for all of your love and your support. I hope you have an amazing month, and I will let you go. Bye!